The following quotation from an article in Forbes magazine back in 2011 provides a nice introduction to this public speaking class. It states that about 10% of the population loves public speaking. That group experiences no fear and gets a huge buzz being in front of a large crowd. Another 10% are genuinely terrified. Those are the people who are physically debilitated by even the thought of public speaking. True glossophobics will go to great lengths to avoid speaking in a group situation and will experience nausea, panic attacks, and extreme anxiety. The rest of us, roughly the 80% in the middle, get butterflies, get anxious, don't sleep much the night before, but we know we're going to live through it. It's just not much fun. And so with this in mind, we kick off our public speaking class. And I think it's important to point out that those who are extremely nervous, their fear probably derives from the notion that public speaking is a gift, is something that you're either blessed with or not. A nature versus nurture struggle that infiltrates almost every human endeavor. This application to rhetoric goes all the way back to Plato and the Sophists. Plato, at first, thought that rhetoric was a gift, that you were either born with it or not. The Sophists, on the other hand, came along and said that no, anybody can study, anybody can practice, and anybody can get better at the art of rhetoric. And so with that in mind, we enter into the Introduction to Public Speaking course, where we give you skills and we give you opportunities to practice so that you can identify your own strengths and your own weaknesses and learn to deal with them. Largely through very structured, very formal public speaking. Lays it out step by step by step so that if you are the nervous type, you have something to fall back onto to ensure that you get through this class successfully. Give me your best effort and you'll be fine, regardless of how gifted you may think that you are or are not. So with that in mind, we're starting off this semester very easy, very slow. This is the introduction speech. And what I would like for us to do is to first give us a little bit about your personal life. Secondly, a little bit about your professional life. And finally, tell us a little bit about your public speaking experience. Well, first, my personal life. I've been married for 16 years and have 2 kids, a 13-year-old 7th grader and a 5-year-old kindergartner. They are, of course, the loves of my life and keep me going on a day-to-day basis. When I'm not with my family or at work, you can find me doing a few different hobbies. Number 1, I enjoy hiking and backpacking. Number 2, I enjoy live music and play a little bit of mandolin myself, not in front of people, but just for me. But finally, perhaps my favorite hobby is chess. I am a chess addict, and I was fortunate for 3 years to work for a nonprofit dropout prevention organization called Communities and Schools of the South Plains. I used chess to mentor 100 some odd students who would come through my club, and we would use the forward thinking, the critical thinking, the social aspects of chess club to get to know them and to help push them along in their studies and their life. And that was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. I am very happy, though, to get back into the world of teaching college, which is where I was a long time before that and hope to be for a long time to come. Enjoy working with older students, and you go get a PhD in school, and that's what you do as you teach college. So I'm very fortunate to be back at Wayland Baptist University, and that segues into the second point, which is my professional life. I've been here for 3 years, start of my 3rd year, and I love it. I love the Christian environment. I love the small class sizes. I love the freedom and the flexibility to approach the job how I see fit. In addition to teaching public speaking, I also coach the speech and debate team. It's new. We just had our first collegiate competition last weekend and did well. Had a student get to finals of dramatic interpretation. So we're off to a great start with that, and I really look forward to things to come. In addition to that, I also get to coach a high school debate team, All Saints Episcopal School in Lubbock. We're in our 4th year and are very, very successful at the regional level. and that's been a lot of fun. I've also been able to continue my chess outreach efforts, starting clubs at Estacado Middle School here in Plainview and helping with the high school team at Plainview High School. So that's been a blast. And I'm again feel very blessed and lucky to be at Wayland and have the flexibility to do all of these different things that I enjoy. And so in my third point, I want to talk to you just a little bit about my public speaking experience. I started off as a freshman in high school, joining the debate team, and I've never really stopped doing that. I owe debate so much. It helped me come out of my shell a little bit. It helped me as an introvert deal with some of my communication anxieties and be able to function pretty competently at them. I'm not great. I'm not a motivational speaker, but I am able to do the things that I need to do to be successful in my job. And so I think that just speaks to the fact that anybody can learn to do it. The largest audience I've ever spoken in front of was a basic course at Texas Tech University. I lectured in front of 450 students once a week, and then sent them off into discussion sections where teaching assistants would help them do that, would help them with the practice side of things. So luckily I was just there for 1 year as a visiting professor, didn't enjoy it very much, and ended up finding a job at Wayland Baptist, where class sizes are small and I get to know my students, etc. So as the speech comes to a close, I just want to encourage you to take advantage of this speaking opportunity, to break the ice a little bit, to know that you're going to have an easy A on this first speech. Build some momentum heading into the next speeches where things will begin to get a little bit tougher. Please give us a little bit about your personal life, your professional life, and your public speaking experience, and you're going to do great. In closing, please understand that I am very understanding, I'm very flexible. If you give me your best effort, I will work like crazy to make sure that you are successful in this class. Please read the welcome announcement closely over and over again. Take some time to get to know the ins and outs of this class, and in the next couple of weeks, things will pick up a little bit and we'll really get the ball rolling. But for now, relax. Do your best on this speech, and thanks for listening. Hope you have a great afternoon.